What it do, chat? Welcome back to another smooth YouTube live stream. I don't have long to chat with you guys about Dokkan, but we are almost there. The Dokkan community is in shambles. I seen it. I'm still looking at it. The community is not happy with the possibility of it being of it being Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and Mastered UI Goku. The streets ain't happy, bro. The streets ain't happy at all whatsoever. I am the only one that is down for whatever because it is anniversary and views are views. And I'm all about the reps. I'm all about Universal Survival Saga. Tournament of Power. I'm about that life. So this does not concern me. I'm with it. Serve me a Evolution Blue Vegeta and Mastered UI Goku any day of the week, and I would take them. If it's in Legends, no. But if it's in Dokkan, absolutely. Why though? What's the problem with them? That is a very good question. I cannot answer that for you because I am not on that fence. From what I can tell, people just don't want to see Tournament of Power again. Because for the 10th anniversary, they gave us that Frieza Goku and that abysmal Evolution Blue Vegeta, which, if you ask me, is that Evolution Blue Vegeta kinda mid? Sure. He is very mid. Great, fantastic leader skill, but he's mid. Cool unit super animation. Very fire. His kit, not the best. I am still disgusted with the fact that he's literally STR Cell. He's STR Cell with damage reduction, which had the entire community in shambles also because they was like, crap, if they gave him, like, that's basically the same kit, and they gave him the damage reduction the way they gave it to him, everybody instantly got sad and started panicking over what if, LR, STR, Final Form, Cooler, not Cell, Cooler, my bad, chat, my bad, Cooler, Final Form, Cooler from Worldwide a couple of years back. Everybody was skeptical because Vegeta and his kit looks mighty similar. And I mean, yes, I guess if you can build up Vegeta's damage reduction, I'm off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember Vegeta's kit. But I believe in my infinite knowledge of Dokkan, he builds up with orb collecting and interesting. Orb collecting. Let me find Vegeta's. All I gotta do is go to Universal Survival Saga. I can take you guys with me, I think. And we can look at it right here. So Vegeta. He greatly raises attack. Wait a minute. That is not a stack. Ooh. But this right here. For every attack performed, key +1, defense 40% up to 200%, and then only 7% damage reduction within that same turn. And then after the character performs 6 or more attacks in battle, he gets permanent 30% damage reduction. After the character performs 7 or more super attacks in battle, he performs a guaranteed crit. So all he has to save himself is this greatly raised defense for one turn. But this They need to fix this and have some kind of marker on the super attack that lets everybody know if the character stacks or not. A comma being or not being here is not enough. I'm sorry. Like, Dragon Ball fans can't read to begin with. Like, please stop confusing the community with this. This needs to be a new change. I mean, you went through all the trouble to do all this with the passive. Fix it on the super attack so we know who's stacking and who's not. I don't want to look for a comma or have a common sense to know if that's stacking or not. But right here, damage reduction for like 6 turns, build up. It's abysmal because, like, dude, this is the most fire card art Dokkan has ever done to me. This is the best looking one. People will say Super Saiyan 4, the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I won't argue too much, but this is the most fires one ever. It's fire. Flames. Look at the aura. Look at the aura. Look at the light speed. Look at UI Goku's like burning aura around him. Dog, this card art is fire, right? And you can't get that hype to use them. Not really. Wait. Oh yeah. The unit super greatly stacks attack. That's what it was. Okay. The unit super with a Goku, right? It's just it just includes a Goku. Doesn't have, can't be Youth, Captain Ginyu, Junior, etc. Just straight up Goku. Luckily for Vegeta, hold up. How many Gokus exist in Dokkan Battle? Just Goku. They count Goku Black, but no. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Page 8. So give or take about 6 to 7 pages full of Gokus in this game. See, they count Goku Black, but there's a lot. So this 10th year Vegeta walked. So GDC LR Blue Vegeta ran. All right, let's keep it a buck. How many times have you actually used Blue Vegeta? Like, come on, cuz. I don't even know where he is, but I do not use when I use this card, I am never using Vegeta. I do not use Vegeta on this card unless LR, Vegeta, and Trunks are on the team. If they're not on the team, I literally stay in Goku. I don't come out at all. Like, I need Goku to dodge at all times. Please keep me away from all danger. I don't want to deal with any danger at all. Please save me. So, bruh, I got to keep it buck with y'all. I put up a poll on the YouTube post, and I was like, hey, do you guys want a Dokkan Battle live stream today? And I saw 2 yes dudes. So we are live. Right before I go live on my on the other channel with the Nintendo. I think I might skip the Animal Crossing today and play some Pokemon, but I wanted to gauge y'all's opinions, y'all thoughts on the new anniversary, which is probably just going to be Vegeta and Goku. This should be very fun. I cannot wait to see the meltdown, because I can show you guys. I hope he never sees this and gets mad. Let's see. I don't know if the people who watch YouTube Shorts are gonna be able to see this because this is my first time. This is day 2 of me doing the same dual screen thing. Let me see if this helps. Like YouTube, like they released a new thing, and I'm trying my best to use it. I'm trying to do long form YouTube streams more because they not have a feature where they crop my landscape stream and they throw it, well, they crop it and do like a whole short. Obviously, it's not the best looking, but at least it lets people know that, you know, you are live. How small can I get this to where the short side they can actually see? See, that's not bad. Okay, good. So the homie Celtic Link, he was like, bro, we actually get tagged UI Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta for part 1. I will become the biggest hater. I won't even care how good they are. We're going to be on a generational haters run. And let me tell you, I guess Super Saiyan Goku on the X thread, bro, like, let's just say that the homie is like, I'm going to crash out and I'm going to hate this character forever if this is the character that we get. And I'm not mad. I was just like, dog, that's crazy. It was like, I just have a hard time wrapping my mind around them doing the same exact character tag, especially after last year's reception of Goku and Frieza. I'm going to tell everybody that Dokkan as a whole, the producers do not care what the community thinks. At the end of the day, when it comes to the units they release, they do not care. Like, they will release a character and be like, okay, don't worry about it. We'll move on from it. Y'all remember Physical Ultimate Gohan? I don't know if y'all saw it because I pay attention to body language. Body language does not need subs. We do not need a translation on body language. Omatsu was so terrified of looking at Dokkan Battle players in real life. You could see the fear in his face when he had to go out in public after they gave us that Physical Ultimate Gohan. I am going to go out on a limb and say that Omatsu had nothing to do with them marketing Physical Ultimate Gohan as Beast Gohan. I am going to go on a limb and say that had to have been somebody at Bandai, Shueisha, one of those dingleberries. Somebody up top marketed Beast Gohan Orange Piccolo. I don't think that was Dokkan. I don't think Omatsu would have went that far. Like, why did they make Physical Ultimate Gohan so bad back then? I have no idea. But Omatsu marketing, you know who Omatsu is? He's the producer of Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. He's a producer. He produces the game. Like, most of the decisions come from him and whoever is above them. So if you don't know who Omatsu is, let me explain the Dragon Ball infrastructure of how everything is done. Not really in order. You're brand new to the game. Okay, you're about to learn something. So Dragon Ball as a company, they are owned by a bigger company called Shueisha. Actually, no, we're gonna do this the right way. I'm going to see if they have a tree. I can tell you, but it's easier to see. Let's see. Ownership tree of the Dragon Ball franchise, because Shueisha owns dang near everything. Shueisha, Shonen Jump, they own pretty much everything. That's family tree. I said ownership tree. Family trees, tree of my. Okay. Let me see. Ownership. Let me just put ownership of Dragon Ball. Even when Akira Toriyama was alive, he really didn't own it per se. But here we go right here. The primary rights holders is Shueisha. As the original publisher, Shueisha holds significant rights to the Dragon Ball IP, managing its publication and distribution. So kind of how like Nintendo, well, Nintendo doesn't own Pokemon, but Nintendo has the sole license to make games and produce. No, that's not even right either, because the Pokemon company is like its own entity. But Pokemon and Nintendo have like this partnership. So that's a whole nother deep dive. But just know, like, Nintendo does not own Pokemon. They just have like the full rights for console gaming. I'm gonna say that, and I think that's correct just off the top of my head. But right here, ownership of Dragon Ball franchise is complex, primarily held by Shueisha, who is a publisher of Weekly Shonen Jump. So that's kind of how Akira Toriyama kind of did everything. I think because Toriyama was like one of the first. He wasn't the first. There were so, bro. I did like a history dive on this. Like Shueisha Shonen Jump has been around for a very long time. I just think that Dragon Ball is when things like took off, because obviously there's, I think that was like manga in like the 70s, bro. Like we know, we'll talk about that afterwards. But Dragon Ball as a whole is owned primarily by Shueisha, and then Bird Studio, Akira Toriyama, which is Akira Toriyama's studio that he co-owns with the franchise itself. I still don't understand how Bird Studio works, but every single thing that is Dragon Ball related, you will see the Bird Studio tag right there. Because if you look at the bottom of Dokkan Battle when you opened up on your phone, the very bottom it says Bird Studio, because it's Akira Toriyama studio. So then we get to Toei Animation, who has the rights from Shueisha to animate the anime and the films. Now, the biggest problem that we have with how everything is being structured today is that Toei doesn't want to animate anything Dragon Ball related because they really want One Piece to win. One Piece is finally going on hiatus. So Dragon Ball, this is your time. There is nothing bigger that Shueisha can work on unless they're animating what are we calling it, last arc for One Piece? God, that's not God Valley. We're going to the island where the giants are. Crap. A couple of weeks of One Piece and I forgot everything about it. One Piece is going to like its final huge arcs. They're trying to wrap the story up, and I knew they was not going to finish in 2025. I just knew it wasn't going to happen. Even if Oda himself was healthy enough, they was not going to finish that story. Elbaf, the Elbaf arc. If they're animating that, then we won't see anything Dragon Ball related. But I still feel like we could do some stuff. But look at this. Toei animates everything, which Toei Animation also animates everything that we get in Dokkan Battle, which is still pretty fire. Then Bandai Namco. Now they hold the license for video games and all related merch surrounding Dragon Ball. And it's not just Dragon Ball. You got Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, especially Naruto. Bandai pretty much has their hand on pretty much anything anime related. They had Power Rangers for a long time. Like, Bandai is a huge merchandising company. Huge. They have everything, bro. Everything is licensed through them, especially on the video games. So And then you have Dokkan Battle. You got Dokkan Battle Legends. Gekishin Squadra is another one that just came out. But you have Dokkan Battle. And all of these games are pretty much managed by the team that is around them. Now, I don't know how the small infrastructure of that company works. Because you have Dokkan, you have like these mobile games. You have all the games ever. I don't know who produces all of these games. I don't know what goes on behind scenes, but Toshi, everybody knows who Toshi is. Toshi used to be the producer of Dokkan Battle. And then Dragon Ball Legends came about. Toshi switched to Dragon Ball Legends. Like Toshi is like the guy who just drives everything. Like he gets the game up and running, then he'll pass it off. So and Toshi actually speaks English. So like that's the other thing. Like for a good little while, some of y'all might not know this, but Dokkan Battle had 2 producers for both versions. I'm so glad we are unified and we have just one version of the game. Thank goodness. But we had the JP version and the global version. We still have that, but it's not segregated like it used to be, right? It's just not that bad. So basically you have now we have 3 mobile games and we're about to get a 4th one. I really do hope that the 4th Dragon Ball game is a turn-based RPG mobile game. Dokkan Battle is kind of like turn-based, but I want like a full-on RPG scaled turn-based Dragon Ball game. Because Dokkan Battle is kind of like a puzzle game in a sense that just grew into something bigger. Dragon Ball Legends is a PvP, fighting game, basically. Gekishin Squadra is the MOBA. That's what they call them, MOBA game. So now I just feel like we just need like a turn base, because like what else can you do that's gonna get the people going? You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole history on it. It's a fun deep dive on what companies own what major anime IPs. It's a very fun read if you like reading, or you just watch a YouTube video. Avoid Geekdom 101 at all times. He knows a whole lot of stuff, but he's also an arrogant know-it-all prick. So, and I hate talking about people like that, but Geekdom himself has talked to me really crazy on Twitter before, more than once, by the way. He's done it more than once. So I was kind of like already out on the guy. Like I was trying to give him the benefit of doubt because I watched a lot of his YouTube videos and then, he knows a lot of stuff. So I thought everything would be cool, but like he literally just talks to people crazy. Like he's Mr. Almighty. I don't avoid his videos, but at the same time, all of his videos has all the good information on it. So take that with what you will. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I need to switch over to the Nintendo Switch 2 and get it cracking over there. If you guys want to jump on over, the profile for that is it's on the YouTube page. You guys can find it. But I think today we're gonna hop back on Pokemon Let's Go Eevee because I need to record the gym battle that I'm at right now. I need to record that. And what better way to do it than to do it live?